Hey, welcome back. You know who it is, and you know where you're at. How you guys doing for a Monday? Yeah. Man, it hasn't even been 24 hours, and a whole bunch of stuff has happened. Whoa! And it's good, guys. Man, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but oh my lord. I don't want to say I called it, but anywho, let's take a step back. I'm getting a little excited here for today's video. I hope you guys are. Yeah, it's another hot one here in Michigan. Whoa. I think I'm gonna walking around one-ish, something like that. Man, it was already like 92, and I had my water bottle. Thank God I had it, because by the time I got back, it was like I drank the last. As I'm walking up to the house, it's like worse now. I still gotta get some. We'll get into that. Still gotta go in that garage. That thing's hot, and it's even hotter outside. I have some Seafoam. We're gonna put that in the Camaro and then in the new car, just sort of like a maintenance type of thing. The Camaro's got some age on it, and then the new car has a turbo and it's got direct injection, so that might almost be mandatory now. So we're going to put that in there. We probably need to do it in the HHR, but I haven't really driven that in a while. Anyway, so I'm almost done with another project that I wanted to get done. I had it on my, whatever. I think I guys in the previous video, like a little honey-do list, but it's a little post-it notes. So, yeah, this one definitely took a little longer. We're doing one last garage sale for this year, this weekend. Come on, guys, give me some luck. Yeah, some other... Yeah, real quick. Yeah, this kind of will set it up for you guys. So, yeah, the TNX, yeah, that dropped 5 basis points. Yeah, and then DXY, that kind of was up and then kind of went down a little bit, but nothing major there. Yeah, Bitcoin was down big the last day and a half. Well, guess what? It's made most of that back. It's at 105, so it's recovered the last couple of days worth of losses for Bitcoin. So I'm not the biggest Bitcoin follower, but there you go. Gold did finished higher, but again, yeah, not nothing big. Silver did end up a little bit more than gold, and both of these that's a 1% move. So, and SPY went up a 1%. So, yeah, apparently everything's fine. Well, at least from last night. The news from Saturday night, that is, bleeding into Sunday. So, yeah, I just saw this as breaking news, guys. It's definitely American news, and, yeah, just happened to have it on, and, yeah, so what the hell is Frank talking about? Well, let me just read you one of these things. Well, anyway, the first thing was, there was actually missile launches attack on some of our facilities. Well, we just swatted them out of the sky. Our defense systems just took them all out. No damage. No deaths. That's exactly what we want here, right, guys? And then, hot off the press as I'm putting the recording button. And he has, there's actually a ceasefire going on. So, yeah. So, Israel and Iran, there's going to be a complete and total ceasefire pretty much in a couple of hours from now. And then they're just going to be like, oh, yeah, we're just going to clean it up. Let me see here. Upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, and officially end the 12-day war will be... Okay, all right. The 12-day war. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's another whole other thing. So now we're going to call this the 12-day war. Like there was the 6-day war, the 7-day war. Yeah. It really wasn't a war, guys. But yeah, okay, you know, missiles fired, people. Unfortunately, like civilians probably in, you know, in Israel. I'm not sure about. There probably wasn't Iran. We just probably don't have great. Now the nuclear facilities, I don't think many people died in those because I think those were just facilities that were destroyed. I believe the personnel was moved out, but all the stuff, right? All the stuff got destroyed. Now again, we don't know. Maybe there was two people there. I don't know. There's no reports about casualties on that side, so we'll wait for the official response. But that's what I believe went down. Now again, I could be wrong about that, but guys, this is better. You know, I mean, I don't want to say it's still early, right? But everyone was scared, and I was like, hey, man, just ignore this stuff. And I don't know. Like I said, it's crazy, like how quick. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of unprecedented, guys. Like, at least I've never seen it like that. Like, I thought definitely there'd be some pretty bad escalation, or at least, you know, one of those things like the first day be kind of bad, right? And it might taper off. But, like, if this is it, yeah, this might actually give credence and evidence to what actually is going on in Iran. Now, there's some speculation that the people inside Iran have always wanted, we'll call it regime change on their own, right? Because the ruling party, all that Sharia law stuff over there, I guess it's just, again, not my backyard, right? So, but yeah, I guess the people there aren't necessarily really happy with that. So yeah, we should stay out of it, right? They want their own regime change, that's fine. So, but I thought it was funny because people were giving shit to Trump about regime change, but you know, there's Iranians already on record saying it. Now again, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but and that's why I think he had that make Iran great again, which I'm you know Trump, like I think that's a troll thing, but I think there's a little bit of I think where he's kind of saying is to say, hey Iran, you know, hey, you know, he's not going to do it for them, right? That's what I think everybody believed was that, you know, Trump was. Now again, it's, you know, tomorrow's another day, right? That can be proven wrong or proven right. But I think what he's trying to say is say, hey, you know, maybe the people of Iran can do what they need to do and make their own country great, right? Because in a way, we should all support every country to be the best versions of themselves, right? I mean, right? It just doesn't make sense. As individuals, we want to bring our best self, our most authentic self. But what's wrong with that, right? I mean, obviously, you know, if they turn around and they're not a state sponsor of terrorism, what's wrong with that, right? Like, again, guys, I almost wonder, we're so used to things being so bad and horrible that it's like we're used to it. We're like, this is normal, and it's not normal by any means. It's almost like just having a little bit of patriotism is like a bad, like, I don't know, guys, like 2020 really, pardon my French, really fucked us up. And it seems like we're getting away from it. And again, I understand, because even myself, I'm a little bit lost for words, right? Like, I kind of, you know, it's like, all right, you know, everything feels, what's the word? Like, and not like more than cynical, right? You're just so beaten up. You're so fatigued, right? Yeah, so I think, again, tomorrow's a different day, but if this continues, I mean, I don't know. Again, I've lost for word. I'll say this is totally unexpected. I thought there'd be some pushback again. There could be some crazy-ass thing, but guys, let's let's at least celebrate this, okay? Like, you know, things could have really went bad. I mean, again, every day is not promised, right? But again, I'm very, very, I'm happy about that, and I'm happy that this is sort of over. I hope it better to be over. Israel does whatever the hell it wants, does something different. That's on them, man. But anyway, I'm not going to be negative about that. So I think this is definitely a win. This is definitely a win for humanity because I think we all were concerned that this could have gone sideways, right? And let's just hope there aren't any other more crises, not just in Iran or in the Middle East, but just anywhere. I think the world's sick and tired of all this fear and violence and just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys kind of know where I'm going with this. So, definitely a passion for me, and I'm so glad to witness this. And I hope it keeps going. I wasn't bad mouthing Trump, but man, so many people I knew, they just, again, I didn't have much hope, but I wasn't like poo-pooing him. But yeah, a lot of people just, I don't know. I think it's more of a thing of how we've been, I don't want to say programmed, or how we react now. I think it's just more like, hey, we see something, we're so used to things going so bad that the first thing we go to is just, oh my God, World War III, there's going to be a draft and this and that, and less than 24 hours. Gee, that's, okay, alright, so maybe we need to have just a little bit more faith, right? Me included, guys, okay? I'm still, I don't know, I'm still a little out of it. So the other, what is this? Oh, Brian, you messaged me here. We'll see that later. Probably something either funny or something like stores going out of business. So with that said, I did have one last thing, and we'll wrap it up here. Hey, we're at 12 minutes. And I clicked on it because it was like, the news was having a hard time throwing dog shit at Trump. So, ha. My wife gave me mushrooms. What the hell? Alright, okay, whatever. Now they're making up weird shit. Yeah, where's it at? Okay, it's here somewhere. So I saw this and I thought I'd click on it just so that we can all look at this real quick. I'm not going to read the whole thing. So I was like, what is this? It says marijuana use doubles risk of heart disease. Sorry, you potheads. Yeah, marijuana can't hurt you. Yeah, right. Any drug can hurt you. Sorry, guys. I gotta just like put that in the view. I'm so used to just taking little sips of water. It is ironic, right? People using marijuana for pain management. Well, you won't be feeling that pain much longer if you die of heart disease. Yeah, guys. And it's from Annabella Ruscolini. I don't know if that from Washington Examiner. So you gotta trust the science there. Yeah, 20% 29% higher risk for acute coronary syndrome. 20% higher risk of stroke. Stroke? Stroke? Now that's weird, guys. It's supposed to mellow you out. So what's going on here, right? Your mind and your senses are like calmed down, but this means that it's affecting your heart and on the insides. And maybe it's the arteries and what are because it's actually kind of like a muscle, the heart, and actually all your veins, right? They actually expand and contract. So maybe what's going on is it's not as strong. I don't know. I'm kind of hypothesizing this here, but imagine that, right? Your arteries or flow through for the heart is weaker, right? And then it doesn't pump nearly as good. And then coronary syndrome, right? But yeah, so you would think, right? Now again, I think there's like some, and they don't even recommend it, but I think like I'm trying to remember, someone had like what do they call it? Like Parkinson's or whatever, where they're like shit. Like, yeah, I know, I'm probably gonna get it because I keep doing it. I better not. I don't know. But they've shown where like this guy had Parkinson's and it's like he's just like really really bad, right? And he smokes a weed, smokes a blunt for like just like 2 puffs, and like within 15 minutes, it's like he's like normal, and then like he couldn't even talk, and he could talk normal. I'm just like, holy shit. So, hey, some relief from that perspective, right? So, all right, but I mean, I'm telling you guys, like people here, I don't know, it's like everyone's got weed everywhere. They're smoking it. I see it. They're smoking in the parking lot. They're smoking in the car. It's everywhere. And they're like, oh, for my pain. Like, yeah, okay. I got a pain in the fucking neck. I got pain in my shoulders. I got pain in my elbows. I got pain in my knees. I got pain in my head. Like, not in my, not up there, but you know what I mean. Like your, what do they call it? Your, like, lumbar. Your glute, not, yeah. I'm not smoking this stuff, and I'm becoming non-libertarian now. I'm only because the one thing that libertarians say is like, oh yeah, go ahead, just have all the drugs, and I'm just like, you know what? I would agree in theory, but here's the thing, right? I say in theory because people are not responsible, and that is the problem. Like everyone, like even adults now, like 20 years ago, like adults were smarter and more, I don't know, with it or right. It's just it's out of hand. So it's just like you have to put these laws in order because people can't control themselves, and that's just the problem, right? Like you're not going to stop people that are going to use it. That's this one thing, right? But now it's just like giving it away like it's like gummy bears or some shit like that. And the one other thing that no one talks about with this damn weed shit, it fucks with your mind. Like long-term, like using this shit, it makes you dumb. I'm telling you, oh no, does it make me dumb? No, it does. I know so many people from like high school. They're fucking idiots because they were smoking before they were 18. And maybe that was the biggest contributor. But dude, that's all I see is when you smoke weed, you just sit on your ass and you're just like, ugh. Do you want to live like that? I don't know, right? Like maybe I'm so wound up tight, right? Maybe I need to have it once a year or something like that. But man, I'm telling you, like it just. Anyway, I don't smoke weed. I've tried it like I don't know a handful. Like I said, I don't even think it's 5 times. All right, so all I know is like I think the second time it was I don't know. I said lace because I took it and like I crashed for like 12 hours straight. It was something wrong, guys. So after that I never had it. And then a buddy of mine that I used to work with. I think we were just like playing cards or whatever, and we just, I'm like, "You're gonna smoke this all?" He's like, "Oh no." He goes, "I just have like a couple puffs a night," and I'm like, "A couple puffs?" He goes, "You don't even." He goes, "Oh yeah, so he would do like just like 2 drags a night, like before going to bed or something." And I'm like, "Okay," but I'm like, but yeah, and I think that's like, so I had it like, one like inhale. That was it. I only inhaled it. Well, yeah, you're supposed to inhale weed. Yeah, and I can't remember the other time. Yeah, maybe it was only 3 times. No, 4. Yeah, four. That's it. That's it. Four. And I don't know what it is. It's not like what it was like 20 years ago. Like it smells horrid. Like it didn't smell bad. Like when I remember that it wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of okay. And now it's like I'd rather smell like skunk ass in my nose than whatever the hell this shit is. And it's like I can smell my fucking neighbor from 3 down because I know the 2 other neighbors, they don't smoke it. This other fucker 3 down over smokes and you can fucking smell it in the house. It's like, I'm trying to remember that one movie where like, the Jamaica crew, right? They're coming in and they get out of the car and it comes out like, get off my yard. I'm like that old fucking man now. But dude, I'm telling you, people can't be responsible with anything nowadays. It's like, in theory, I'm a libertarian. In practice, I'm authoritarian. Right? So, hey, I'm glad Trump's in office because he's too nice. If you ask me, he's too nice. He's way too nice. He gives everyone too many chances. This is his 2nd term. I'm surprised he hasn't brought down the hammer, but tinfoil hat time. Look up the 17th letter in the post. Yeah, shit's coming. When? Don't know. Hope before 4th of July. But anyway, before the end of the year. So, we're either going to have good fireworks for 4th of July, or we're going to have one hell of a Christmas. We're going to have a good Christmas either way. But anyway, it's so hot, I wouldn't mind a little bit of cold front coming in. A little bit of snow. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. We spilled over a little bit there. I kind of went off my, Yeah, you get to learn more about Crazy Frank, right? And my ever-changing views about things in life. And, yeah, I'm not super old man yet, but every day that goes by, man, people are just, I don't know, man. Hey, how do you guys like the blue? Have I had blue on here before? I've had this shirt forever. Look, it's an Under Armour shirt, and this used to be white. But the shirt is still, like, it doesn't have any holes, and just that little, because it's like, I don't want to say like thermal, whatever, but the material, it's still blue as hell. Right? And it works great in the summertime. It wicks all the... Yeah, anyway, you guys don't give a shit about that. Alright, let's find that stop button. Alright, man. And with that said, having a good day. United States is back, bitch.